Okay, so today we're looking at Total magazine. Now this is issue number 1 and it was released in January of 1992. This magazine I grew up with and it helped me with all the tips and tricks of how to complete games. Remember, there was no internet back then. So yeah, Nintendo explosion. So this being the first episode, we take a look at the team. Now we've got Steve Jarrett and Andy Dyer. They're going to talk us through everything. The Super NES is coming. Yes, this is before the Super Nintendo came out. But everyone's still gone Nintendo crazy. 10 things you never wanted to know about Mario. Let's take a look at one of them. Mario first appeared 11 years ago in the ancient coin-op Donkey Kong. But because of the internet, we all know that now anyway. Become a Nintendo expert. So we got the control deck, the Mutant machine. What is that? This is the NES Nintendo Entertainment System, the heart and soul of your new game setup. We've got the action set, which was a set that came with a zapper, and the super set that came with the control deck. Now Steve and Jay and Vicky Dyer are going to set you up, but it looks like Stevie J is doing a better job than what Vicky Dyer is doing. Look, he's blowing himself up there. Now they also show off the Game Boy and also the review system in which they give a percentage rating out of 100 and also the good and bad things about what the games feature. So this month they're showing off Super Mario 3, Digger T-Rock, Top Gun 2, Solar Jetman, the list goes on, but we've got a lot of games to cover. And why not start things off with Super Mario Bros. 3? Now this was 40 quid when it came out, but obviously prices were different back then, and it's probably one of my favourite games of all time. So what do they say about it? Now the thumbs up. Take your pick, playability, sound, effects, animation, a variety of hidden secrets, sub-games, 2-player options, massive missions, it's a total man. Now the Koopas, the thumbs down. What are they going to say? It's a shame that they couldn't include passwords, options, or battery backup. It's flipping good big game after all. We can't think of anything more. Yeah, I kind of respect that. Smash and grab, don't make a splash. So they give it 98%. The looks, they think are fantastic. Simple, it's a wonderful, neat and colourful, very smart game indeed. Very much so. The sounds, top notch. Marvellous tunes and FX. The wait until you hear the spooky kettle drums. Gameplay, almost perfect, smooth control, heaps of variety, great 2-player action, wow. If only at a save game thingy, still Mario's mission will last for months. So overall, totally stunning. Over the last few years, I've played an awful lot of games on a lot of different machines, and this beats them all. What else can I say? 98%. You know, to this day, I think we still agree. Solar Jetman, this is one game I grew up with, but I never completed it. It was super, super hard. What are the thumbs up about it? Massive, huge, vast, and really big indeed. A single level can take hours to complete. I agree with that. Terrific presentation with in-between sequences. Yes. So the thumbs down. Later missions might be a bit too big for some gamers. Level 2 is tough. I never completed level 2. Instructions don't really describe everything you meet. Yeah, I agree with that. I did remember looking at the instruction manual and it didn't help at all. But overall, they give Solar Jetman a 92% rating. Good stuff. Unfortunately, we got WWF Wrestlemania Challenge. Now they gave this 37%. Not very good. Let's look at the worst thing about it. Now it looks as though the lifespan is the worst thing about it. Lifespan. About the same lifespan as a pint of milk that's left in the sun. It'll last a day at most. They really didn't think much of that. What do you think? Have you got it? Can you stand up for it? Batman. Now I've heard loads of people say good things about this and they gave it an 81% rating there. There's nothing really original about this game, but who cares when it plays so well? Each level is long with some ingenious and tricky end of level challenges. Basically, a great game. Batman is just so controllable. Graphics are dark and sinister, just like it should be. Loads of massive levels. Patchy gameplay and easy bits followed by very tricky sections. No password option means you always have to start from the beginning. Do you agree with that? The Simpsons. Now I heard a lot of people speak bad about this game, but back in the day they gave it 81%. X-ray specs. Brilliant intro sequence, sampled Bart's speech is cool, and the soundtrack is groovy. Scenery and characters are very nicely drawn. The Mutants. Levels go on a bit. It would be better to have more shorter ones or password systems. Some of the platform jumps are too damn tricky. I remember that angry video game nerd talking about the jump system and saying it was so annoying. Captain Skyhawk. Now I never had this game, but it got 83%. It looks quite interesting. You fly some sort of jet fighter around a puzzle-like setting, but I never heard of it or never played it. Goal, 39%. What a boring name. The looks are kind of satisfactory, the sound is awful, the gameplay is awful, and the lifespan's awful. I don't think we're picking that up. Solstice. Now this is a game I've never played, but it looks fairly similar to The Immortal. Ever played The Immortal? Sort of a dungeon crawling type game. But they gave it 90%. Maybe it's worth checking it out. Time Lord, unfortunately got only 43. I've never played that game before, but they've got some sort of Doctor Who TARDIS type thing there. Isolated Warrior, 72%. Now this is another game I haven't played. I haven't played many NES games because back at the time we didn't have much money and we went to car boot sales and picked up whatever we could find and we basically judged the game by its cover. I didn't get many NES games, but I got quite a few Super Nintendo. Nonetheless, the NES does have a very soft spot in my heart. Diggity Rock. Now this is a game I played and I found it really difficult and I didn't play it that much often. I played it for a little bit and then probably go back to Super Mario Bros. 3, but they gave it 58% and I think that's probably a worthy score. So what do they say about it? Animation on Diggity is brilliant. If you enjoy complex mazes, adventures and plenty here to get your shovel into. Yep, I kind of agree with that. Continual attacks and mosquitoes really get on your nerves. Caverns are too large and too complex and a map would have been a big help. I do agree because you're on a time limit and sometimes it can be quite difficult to get out of the caverns and I often die quite a lot and it'll be game over pretty damn soon. Top Gun. This is Top Gun, the second mission though. I had the first one and I actually played the second mission fairly recently and it is ridiculously hard. What do they say about it? 66%. So, it definitely looked very good, this game though. What do they give it graphics wise? They give it great graphics. The sounds are great. The gameplay is kind of mediocre. The lifespan won't last you long. I kind of really agree with that because I played it, thought it looked amazing. You can flip the plane round. But would it last me the long time? Probably not. It's too damn hard. Thumbs up. Air combat at lightning speed. Moves like a real fight simulator. The loops and rolls. Great jet engine sound effects. And meaty tunes. Bottom blasts. The main mission is too tough and too frustrating. Head-to-head dogfights are usually over all too quickly. Yes, I never knew what I was doing. I didn't know how to control it, much like the first Top Gun really. Oh, we can still subscribe, although I probably doubt it. Off-road. Now I always thought off-road was quite good. I played Super Off-Road on the Super Nintendo. I think that was the same sort of format where you feature on some sort of racetrack and drive around the place, but it only got 54%. Oh, you can use the 4-player thing on this, which is good. So what didn't they like about it? Too easy. It won't take long to reach the top of the club ladder. Too random. 1 minute the opponents are turbocharged, the next they're snail powered. Bit of unfairness going on. Snake Rattle and Roll. I never played this game, but loads of my friends had it back in the day and they all loved it. It got 90% and I think it's some sort of puzzle type game if I remember. The looks are fantastic, the sounds are fantastic, the gameplay's fantastic, but the lifespan fails by 3. So here we have various tactics. Now it tells you the 1-up trick on Mario Bros. 1, also tells you the mystery of what the fireworks do. Now the mystery of the fireworks is something we always never knew about, and I think it may have been this magazine that my mum looked in way back in the day to find out the mystery of the fireworks. We've also got the warp zones and tell you where to go, and then we've got Mario Land and they're giving you various tips and stuff of where to get extra lives and whatnot. Those screenshots are super blurry. You know, back in the day they had to photograph the screen of a Game Boy. That must have been very difficult getting those shots. Now they got the strategy guide of Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. This game was impossible, especially this bit here where you have to navigate through them. Ever do that? Did anyone manage to deactivate all the bombs? I never ever did that, but I didn't play this game till much later on, but I never ever managed to get through there, ever. Super Mario Land. Now this game I got for Christmas. I will never forget the time I got this game. It really is probably one of my favourite games on the Game Boy. So what do they say about it? Super Mario gameplay is as captivating as ever. Lots of hidden goodies to discover. Sight and sound is typically high quality. Yes. Continues and extra Marios means you could finish it quite quickly. That's it. Do you know, I didn't complete this game probably until a year ago? I never completed it as a kid. But it gets 94%. The looks are great, however, I don't think the graphics were that great. The sound, I think the sound is far better than the looks. That music from the first level, I bet you can hear it in your head right now. The gameplay was great, I agree with that, but the lifespan, yes, it probably is too easy for some people. Quirk, Dr. Mario. I'm surprised Dr. Mario got 64%. What didn't they like about it? Tame gameplay doesn't quite satisfy in the same way of Tetris. I don't know, I like Dr. Mario. They say the lifespan's not good, the gameplay is not too great, the sound is good. I would say the sound is really good. I love the Dr. Mario music. And the looks, so-so. Castlevania Adventure. Now I've got this game and it's ridiculously hard. Do they think it's hard? Belmont's well moody visuals and orals, I can't pronounce that word. Do you know I'm really bad at pronouncing words. Heaps of reflex testing action, I agree. Bloodsuckers, restarts are too far back, it needs a save game for some sort, and the time limit seems pointless. But they think it looks great, it sounds great, the gameplay's great, but the lifespan's kind of lacking. Nintendo World Cup, 64%. Will there be a good football game on the NES or the Game Boy? So that's Total magazine. I grew up with this, I love this magazine. It's always the magazine I went to, but what they're saying here, Total, what a poop, moan, whinge, simper, cry, cringe. I think you're meant to be promoting yourself here, it's the first issue. Looks like someone's had a go at actually trying to subscribe, but maybe when they got to the payment, their mum said no. So there they are, the two guys from Total. Next month, all the latest games for your NES and Game Boy. There are dozens and dozens of reviews, so if you know what to spend on your Christmas cash on, special Zelda feature, huge feature review of The Legend of Zelda and Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. Issues and reviews for all the latest on the world of Nintendo. Check out Total Issue 2, for sale on Tuesday, the 16th of January. I will check it out and see if I have that issue, and we'll check it out next time. Until then, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this, give us a like. It lets me know that you're enjoying the series because I'm not sure how it's going. And until then, I'll see you next time.